24 hours or something. Just nuts, just nuts. And my mom's house was in this condition. Whereas, you know how Illinois, very, very flat. Hard to get water to run off of your property there. But because she was, I mean, ever so minimally, the inlet was right there in front of our house, got overwhelmed, and our basement was completely flooded. We were the only house on the street that got flooded. And it was because of this exact situation. So when I saw this, I was like, we have to talk about this. Because you got to think about not just what you're seeing today, when you're doing a design or you're evaluating a project, you've got to go in your mind and go, what happens in the spring? Where does the snow get plowed to? What kind of effects of salt might there be? I mean, you got to think of all seasons. I know Lisa, you've been trying to jump in. You had another suggestion?
Well, no, you got pretty much. I was also looking at the one that is up above, east, up wherever your high point is. It's another area that's coming up.
East?
Yeah.
So like we're getting some this way?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would call it some runoff coming this way too. And certainly over the lots themselves. Because these lots, everything's draining this direction. So you want to look at those individual houses. You see how this is coming this way? All these contours. Well, this is going that way and then this way. Is that making sense? It's good to understand. So when you're getting into micro scale, micro management of that stormwater, you still have to back up a little bit out in scale and see what's happening, what's coming onto the site. Because you're not just managing what's on your site, you're managing what's coming in and through. Okay, let's do number 2. Is this helpful? Yeah? Okay. Because I love doing this stuff. All right, exercise number 2. Your client is lot A. Another pipe stem lot or flag lot sitting in the back there. So first question, where is off-site water coming from to that lot?
From the northeast.
Northeast? Okay. Probably mostly north. You've got a bit of a ridge coming through right here, where this is going to flow this way, and this is flowing this way. Yeah. So let's put a fat arrow there. Definitely coming from the north. Kind of the same situation as the last lot, right? It's big, steep mound just coming, that slope coming down there. So is the water coming fast or slow? Fast. Yeah. Does this property discharge water onto other properties?
Yes.
Okay. Which ones?
The property below it.
To the south? Okay. And a little to the east. Yeah? So I'd be looking at, what's coming off of that lot, how is it impacting the neighbors, as well as what's coming onto it. Are you concerned at all about the practices or uses of other properties? Do you care about what happens on other properties for your client there?
Just whatever's in the PF.
Right, PF. And what did we learn PF is?
Public.
Probably either public or a homeowners association. There are out parcels or out lots, usually with a letter. Not 100% of the time, not every jurisdiction follows the same rules in subdivision, but that's kind of how that goes. Okay, so there you go. What's our other question? Which one? So we know what we care about. Okay, so for lot B, this is a little trickier. First of all, what do you think is on this parcel right here?
Shopping center.
The big one.
Shopping center.
I could see why you would say that.
Maybe a
School.
public, yeah, school.
Are those tennis courts, like a
Could be a
recreation
school.
center?
It looks like parking.
Yep. It's actually a project that got started and then ran out of money, so it's sitting there for a while. Yeah, it's a place of worship. So if I was your client, you know, I'd want to know what that use is if I was going to buy this house and you were going to do my landscape. So where is offsite water coming onto parcel B? Or lot B, I should say.
Like a road. I think it's coming from, it's draining north. It's coming from that project that they had done.
Is it flow?
Is it flowing down? Yeah.
Okay,
Looks
so
like
it's flowing
coming
up.
from the west.
Yeah, it's going up. From
Okay.
the incompleted project.
Okay, so south to north. It's going this way. This is coming this way. Down these slopes. Here we got it here. Is that the only place that water's coming on?
Well, it looks to me like at the north side of the property, adjacent to the road, it's coming from the west.
Okay, and what are the indications that are showing you that?
The way the topo lines are going up there, parallel to the road.
And they're pointing
Right,
upstream.
right.
Yeah. So see how these are pointing upstream? They're kind of close together here. What does that tell you? The close togetherness.
Steep.
Yeah. So what do you think this is? And then you have this one come around, and this one here.
It looks like a swale.
Yeah, it is a ravine. And it looks like there might even be a driveway here. Because it's creating a saddle, it looks like. How the contours turn onto themselves on either side. So that might be a little driveway, or just, you know, a little flat spot there or whatever. Yeah, and if you zoom this out, so this is getting, so contours upstream, right? So these are flowing down here. And if you were doing a design that included that drainage ditch, you would sure as heck want to know how much water is coming through there. How big is that drainage area? How big is the watershed that's coming through there? How big is the watershed that's coming to that point? Because you've got a size of pipe to go under that driveway. How big should that pipe be? 10 inches, 12 inches? How big can it be and still have water flow through it and not end up with a big humpy driveway to get onto the site? Yeah, those are issues.
How about the water that's coming down the street that's perpendicular across the road?
Denmark.
Lane.
Okay, yeah, what about that?
Looks like a steep street going right
Yes.
down.
It's coming very fast. It could, in fact, overwhelm that ditch and come onto your property. It's pretty steep as you come up onto the property here,
Yeah.
so I'm less worried about it, you know, coming over that ditch and onto the property, but it certainly could, and it's something to look at. Good observation. See, if I teach you nothing in this course but to be observant, I will have done my job well, okay? That's a big part of doing this ecological design. It's going out and reading that landscape and really feeling where's the water going, and being the raindrop. I'm a raindrop, I fall down here, where do I go? That's just really critical.
Where
Okay.
did you get this from?
I'm sorry, these are PG Atlas? Yeah, I'm gonna show you a demonstration of that. Yeah, most counties have one. Montgomery County creatively called theirs Montgomery Atlas, I think. It's like, we did it first. We were always in competition with Montgomery. Right, so, yeah, so I'll show you that. And I think that brings us to where we need to be. Excellent.